Hey everyone, welcome back to Hillside Haven. Today it rained a lot and I really wanted to take y'all through the garden and just to do an official spring garden tour here in North Texas. We got a ton of rain and it's finally cleared up and everything is just gonna explode with the warm weather coming. So I just wanted to take y'all around and show you what everything looks like right now. So let's go. Alright, so here we have a little bit of everything. We've got flowers along this walkway and herbs along the walkway, which I absolutely love. And then my amazing husband built us this awesome trellis, like entryway trellis, so that I can have climbing rose bushes. Now these just got planted not that long ago, so they're not looking amazing, but there is new growth, which is really exciting. Some beautiful celosia right here, and really just like a wide variety of different things. We've got climbing roses here too. My cilantro that is starting to go to seed. That's okay though. Now I really don't know if this actually works. I think if plants are gonna bolt and go to seed, they're going to anyway. I don't know if it works to pull the seed heads off or not, but I do anyway. So, and then I've got some basil right here that something else is enjoying too. And lots of different flowers. So you see all of this. And this is actually a wildflower mix. So it looks like weeds, and truthfully some of it is weeds, and wildflowers, but I think it's going to be really pretty. We've got some sweet potato vine right here. I got this on clearance. Welcome to my garden. Everyone in my family is like, oh, it's your garden. I really wish it said our garden, but I got it on clearance, so it is what it is. Everything over here is looking really beautiful too. This lovely daisy really took a hit with the storm. Oh, poor little guy. It's okay though. It's a really healthy plant, so I'm sure we'll have more shoots at some point. And some cosmos that are also like, some are coming in, some are dying off, but overall the plant is pretty healthy. Same thing here. Lots of just baby wildflowers. There's like zinnias and marigolds and a couple of different things in this mix. Got some moss rose. So pretty. Everything was so green, I just had to show y'all. Same thing here. Lots of wildflowers. We have some mint right here. And then this tree is actually a red bud. And so in the spring, it is like so beautiful. It's got these beautiful purple flowers. Purplish red, I suppose. And some oregano. More wildflowers. More basil. We're big fans of basil around here, so I have it just about everywhere. There's some lavender back there. Some mint. Oh, it just smells so good out here right now because of all the rain. It smells very herby. Some more lavender right here, which me and the kids just harvested some of this for some drinks. If y'all saw that video, it was really fun. Oh, I smell like herbs now. We've got some parsley. I actually just pruned quite a bit of this, as you can see. This zinnia right here actually just started blooming, and then we've got more buds coming in. Y'all can see that. Quite a bit of rosemary. rosemary here. And there's some more moss rose. Another variety of sweet potato vine. And then this is our calendula. It's doing really well. Lots of like new buds on it, lots of new growth. It makes me really excited. And then, same thing, wildflower mix. And then we've got our fig tree right here. So, as y'all can see, we're working on very, very rocky soil. If you can even call it soil, honestly. We've built quite a bit of like structure here, which we have an amazing abundance of rocks, as y'all can see. So I really wanted like a natural pathway, like a natural border that looked like it was on purpose, but also like using the materials we had. And so I'm really happy with it. I think it looks really pretty. And then we've got this pathway here going to the picnic table. So that's pretty cool. Then over here, funny story about these onions. My husband and I were driving on the side of the road, checking a trailer, checking the ratchet straps, and we pulled over to check everything, make sure it was okay. And I saw these on the side of the road, and I was like, oh my goodness, they're spring onions. And I was so excited, I just started digging them up. And my husband was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, they're spring onions. I was so excited. And so he helped me dig some up, and we took some home. And come to find out, they're actually everywhere on this property. It's ridiculous. Like there's so many that are growing wild in here even, that I guess I just never really noticed. But here's some cilantro. Also looking like it's not insanely healthy, like it's ready to seed. I've been pulling the seed stalks off, or the shoots or whatever. But yeah, these zinnias are making my heart so happy right now. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I absolutely love pink. They're just so pretty. I love these. Then we've got some baby juniper trees that are growing back from when my husband cut these out. And then we've got quite a bit of parsley right here too. So that's pretty cool. And then more sweet potato vines. The idea behind this is, I know these will take over. Everyone says that. But the idea behind this is for them to take over. Like I would really like these to be a filler into all of this rocky juniper duff area. Thankfully, like everything that I've planted, I've also put potting soil in, and so it's doing well. And I'm pretty excited about that. I've only fertilized with fish fertilizer once, and that's just really nitrogen, you know. But only once, and everything seems to be doing really well, so that's exciting. Now I'm going to take y'all into the garden. So again, we're on like rocky limestone. Like this is this is the soil we're working with. Now don't get me wrong, like there is soil here, but it's not great, and you can't dig very far down until you hit a ton of rock. So we do our best, but whenever we dig like large holes like for that fig tree, you've got to break rock to get through it. So this is like our little strawberry patch. We've got this little love. Again, it just rained, so everything's rained on. But anyways, so lots of strawberries, lots of strawberry blooms. It's really exciting. Actually, I've done bare root strawberries forever. And this year we just went ahead and bought some plants. We bought them from a big box store. We went to Home Depot, and they were so expensive. Everything's so expensive now. But Then we went to our local nursery and they had strawberry plants like, I don't know, probably this size for $1 a piece. Whereas I paid like basically the same size actually whenever I bought them, like $5 at the big box store. So yeah, yay for local nurseries. I really like to have wildflowers and herbs mixed into my garden. Very much so. So that's what these zinnias are. The girls actually started those from seed whenever we got our greenhouse. Then we've got a variety of peppers. I started a lot of them from seed, but I always buy a handful because even with me starting some from seed, they always produce first. Like store-bought's just always produce first. Even if I do my due diligence and like plant them very early, like I always start in January. I've got a shishito pepper right here. That's exciting. Then intermingled in all of these tomatoes, which I'll show you in a second, there are mammoth sunflowers. So that's pretty neat. Now these are our tomatoes. We've got Brad's Atomic Grape right here. We've got, oh, I think these are the black strawberry. Yeah, both of these are. From Baker Creek is where I got these seeds from. And this was like the most prolific tomato I grew in my garden last year. It's pretty good. And they are very sweet, which is awesome. Great for salads or just snacking. We've got a couple of yellow pear tomato plants right here. And then also one of my favorites, the sweetie cherry. Got a handful of clusters down here. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll go onto this side of the tomatoes. We have a sweet pea flower right here. And then this is indeterminate hybrid, bought from a big box store just to get a head start on things. I did start like 90% of our tomatoes from seed, but we did buy a couple. This is a big beef tomato, and you can see like it's doing pretty well. This one right here, doing pretty well. Then this one is a Better Bush hybrid determinate, also doing pretty well. This is a massive tomato on the Better Bush. I'm trying to like give my hand for scale. It's getting really big for such a small plant, which is very cool. But the real star of the show here, Amaro is anxiously awaiting for this one to ripen just to see how big it gets, is the Bush Goliath hybrid tomato, and it's a determinate. This tomato is massive. This is our Bush Goliath. We've got some other smaller ones on here as well. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. Pretty good. This one right here is a brandywine that I started from seed. Got several clusters on it. This is another brandywine. And this one is another sweetie cherry tomato. It's not doing as well as that other one, but it's pretty healthy, so that's good. More pepper plants. I think all of these are just like regular bell peppers. Better bell pepper, yeah. So that's what all those are. They were starting to look a little yellow, so I fertilized them day before yesterday and watered it in really well. And so we'll see what happens. They'll green up for sure. They just needed some nutrients. Unfortunately, my ground cherries have almost been completely decimated. Like, they're okay. I think they're gonna pull through. But we had, oh, there it is. That's the culprit. don't know if y'all can see that. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what that was. I think it was eggs, actually. Okay, so we had this like weird, almost slug-like bug. And honestly, I have no idea what it was. Not a clue. But I got some, we use like natural dish soap. I got some dish soap and water and like sprayed the plants down really well. And so that really, for the most part, took care of them. I haven't seen any back, but something else is eating them now. So there's that. To be honest with y'all, I don't know which cucumber is this or like which cucumber is which. I know I did national pickling cucumbers, and I know I did some kind of slicer. I just cannot remember for the life of me what it was. And they're going to be growing up these trellises right here. So that's going to be really fun. This is our onion bed. This entire bed is just onions. And they're really doing pretty well. Like, I'll show you in here. This guy's already pretty big, which is really exciting because I don't see any signs of bolting or going to seed, whichever. I don't see any signs of that, thankfully, and no stalks are starting to lay over even after all that rain. So I'm really hoping that those bulbs get just a little bit bigger because I really want some big, awesome onions this year. And intermingled into that, this was more or less an experiment, but I also put cucumbers in here. Now these are pretty tall because they're fighting and competing for sunlight with the onions to get up on this trellis. But I really hope this experiment goes well. We've got squash, just your basic heirloom crookneck squash right there. There, and then same thing here, just zucchini, just regular green zucchini. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it right now off the top of my head. It's the same regular green zucchini that everyone grows. I like to grow them together like that because they will cross-pollinate and they create, I believe, I could be wrong, but they create what's called a zephyr zucchini, and they're really cool looking. Like, they're half yellow and half green. If I'm wrong on the name, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's what that's called. But they turn into really cool little squash, so I like to grow them close together. It doesn't bother me that they cross-pollinate. I like when they do it. Got just like a random zinnia here, and dill over in that corner as well. And then these are just all potatoes. It's pretty cool because they are starting to bloom. And this one, its blooms already fell off, so that's exciting. Once those plants die back and look like they're just absolutely dead is whenever we'll go ahead and pull them and hopefully have an amazing potato harvest. We've got potatoes right here too, but these were stagger planted, so this is a different variety. I don't remember which one this is either. It might actually be a mixture, but I did stagger plant these two potato beds, so we'll have potatoes coming up at different times. That's always nice because having an influx of potatoes at once, it's not bad if you know how to store them properly, whether you like chop them up and freeze them or you just cure them. I mean, whatever it is that you do, but I like to eat fresh, so I like to be able to stagger plant them, and then we'll preserve some too. This is our green bean bed. Everything's looking really healthy too. We've got several buds and then several blooms that are coming on, which is really exciting. This is an experiment this year too. I'm not sure if this one bed is going to be enough green beans for my family. Like, come harvest time, if we're harvesting enough all at once to be able to like actually have a meal. So we'll see. I think it'll be enough. I mean, I planted them pretty close, like probably as close as you can possibly plant them with them still like staying healthy. But yeah, we'll see on that one. Just now got warm enough for me to be able to plant okra. Like our lows are out of the 50s. And so I went ahead and planted okra all right here. I think I did 5 plants, like 5 plants and then 5 plants. I'm not sure if they'll do okay that close together. We'll see. If I need to pull some out, I will. Again, I've never grown in raised beds before. This is like very new to me. So if I make a couple mistakes along the way, that's totally fine. We'll just learn as we go. This is a lot of the peppers that I started from seed. Jalapeno, California Wonder, all of those are California Wonder. See, these just, they're not as big as those store-bought tomatoes, and I really can't start them any earlier. It's just too cold, and it's not worth it to like have to do supplemental heat in my greenhouse, because then that makes our electricity bill just shoot up the roof. So these will produce later in the season, and then I'll have a little bit of a head start from the store-bought ones. And these are some more strawberries, some of which are getting really close. A lot of these will be ready tomorrow. And then blooms as well, which is really exciting. And of course, more cucumbers on this trellis. I've actually never grown cucumbers on a cattle panel trellis before. I've grown them up a fence line, but I'm very excited to see how this pans out. Then we've got more tomatoes over here. So we have a total of 30 tomato plants, all different varieties, some slicers, some preservation tomatoes like the Amish paste that are pretty similar to aroma. And then some like saladettes, some pear sized. I don't really know what all the other terms are for different sizes of tomatoes, to be honest, but lots of different varieties. So yeah, that's about it in the garden. We have a couple of other areas that we have like berries planted and things like that, but as far as a garden tour goes, I'm running out of daylight. So this is the spring garden here at Hillside Haven, and I'm so excited about it. So yeah, that's the spring garden tour here at Hillside Haven. I was just really excited to show y'all all the things that are growing, because I know everything is just going to start producing, and I'm really looking forward to that, especially all of this being like first time soil, first time growing in raised beds. It's all just kind of an experiment, so I'm really excited about it. So thank y'all for coming along with me today, and remember, positivity starts with you. Bye!